Right, 3 March 2025, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick update because last night I was here and there's obviously a lot of information to digest, and I want us to stay on top of what is happening. So there is a lot that is happening and I would like us to stay on top of the situation. So overnight I've been speaking to a lot of people, and the current situation is that Mnangagwa, who is currently in Zimbabwe after returning from Namibia, is now in a very tight position because of things that are happening in the military, especially around the war veterans. And my sources tell me that all the top war veterans that you know have now been moved to army barracks. So all the top war veterans that you know are no longer staying in the houses. They have now been moved to army barracks. And this is very dangerous because what this means is that there's now a deep rift between the military and Mnangagwa. Specifically, the military are protecting war veterans from Mnangagwa and preventing him from arresting them. So the war veterans are not being arrested and they're being kept in the army barracks or being protected by the army. And what this means is Mnangagwa has sort of lost a lot of influence around the army, in the army, and the army are now doing their own thing. This has happened starting last month when war veteran Bombshell, Blessed Geza, made his first statement to say Mnangagwa must step down. The military is totally in agreement with the fact that Mnangagwa must step down, and therefore they are protecting the war veterans. And this is unprecedented to see a situation where in a country the commander-in-chief cannot arrest people because they're being protected by the army. So it's just a matter of time before we see something really bad happening between the army and Mnangagwa. And I'm anticipating that within a short space of time we're going to see the first public statement by Mnangagwa on this situation. So as I said, Mnangagwa's children have left the country, and my sources believe that Mnangagwa's children are probably going to try and launch some sort of counter-attack in Zimbabwe to rescue their father and also their mother. That is Mnangagwa and Auxilia Mnangagwa, the two family members that are left inside Zimbabwe. And members of Mnangagwa's group, people like Tagwiri already left Zimbabwe, people like Wikno Chivayo, they've left Zimbabwe, and also people like Scott Sapupanya, they've left Zimbabwe. Scott Sapupanya did not attend the soccer match for his team. That is very rare. Scott Sapupanya always attends these soccer matches. Wikno Chivayo has been gone. He's posting from outside the country. And Mnangagwa's children, especially the twins, have left last week, which means the only two people left is Mnangagwa and Auxilia. Auxilia arrived, according to my source, sometime on Friday, late Friday or early Saturday morning. Then she arrived, and my source said he has seen her inside the state house, and she arrived very secretly. She is being prevented from leaving the state house. She normally goes to all sorts of different places to do some charity events, but you have not seen Auxilia Mnangagwa doing those charity events. She came with clothes from Australia, and it was expected that she would distribute those clothes. Not done so. So there is a deep crisis taking place right now between the Zimbabwe military and Mnangagwa, and I do not think they will allow him to leave, because the last person to act as president was Chiwenga, and if they allow him to leave, it means Mohadi will once again be the person who acted last. And I don't believe that they will allow him to leave at this point. I don't believe that Mnangagwa will be allowed to leave Zimbabwe at this point. So we're going to see something very quickly within a short space of time. The guys I talked to said within 2 weeks you're going to see something, but you never know with these things. It's very interesting to me when someone tells you that within 2 weeks something is going to happen. It doesn't normally happen that way. It could happen in a day, it could happen in 2 days, it could happen in any time. But Mnangagwa definitely trapped in Zimbabwe right now. As things stand, it's just a matter of time. We are just about to see something big happening, and this month of March is going to be the most important month in this current situation. So I think I've covered this. I don't want to keep talking about it, and I want you guys to have a look at all the content that we've produced over the past 2 days. So let's quickly look at the newspapers, what is happening in the newspapers around Zimbabwe, so that you start your day knowing what is going on. So the biggest thing right now is that journalist Blessed Mnangagwa is still in jail. He's only appearing in court on the 14th of March. So they keep you in jail for long periods of time in Zimbabwe. So Blessed Mnangagwa stuck in jail right now in Zimbabwe after he interviewed Bombshell Geza. So that is Bombshell Geza. Here, after the interview, Blessed Mnangagwa was arrested, but they're claiming that they're arresting him for the interview with Jealous Mawarire, where they talked about the sale of the POSB. They claim that that interview was false. So that is my understanding, that he's been arrested under those charges. So let's see what happens to Blessed Mnangagwa, and I hope that guys who visit him will give us updates over there. So all eyes are on the war veterans. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? And as I said, now being protected by the army, every single war veteran that you know has not been arrested, because they're at an army barrack. They're being protected by the police, by the army, and the police cannot arrest them. So that is a crazy situation where the current president of a country is failing to arrest people who have made a statement about him. So that is a loss of power. There's nothing worse than that. If you can't arrest people in a country, you've totally lost power, and Mnangagwa has lost power. Now let's look at some quick developments. I want to start with South Africa. So in South Africa, there is a missing journalist, Ndlovu. So Ndlovu has been missing since the 18th of February, so for about 2 weeks. And his girlfriend has also been missing. He was seen on CCTV leaving his office, and he has never been seen ever since that time. So people expect, or journalists and other people are saying he was probably kidnapped in South Africa. So that is over here, missing over 2 weeks with his girlfriend. She was also in a different place. So it means whoever took him went wherever he was. It took him and then also took his girlfriend wherever she was. So the two of them are missing. Then in terms of events, Mutambara is going to be speaking tomorrow in South Africa. There is an Insurance Strategic Leadership Summit which is taking place at Sun City. So that is Mutambara over there, the former Vice President of Zimbabwe, speaking over there. And then in terms of vacancies, there is a lot of vacancies that are out there. So the Joshua Mkabu Fellowship has been launched. So the one for 2025 has been launched. So the Joshua Mkabu Scholarship 2025 call for applications. I'll put this on Gambakwe. And then we have the Harare Institute of Technology is going to be having what is called the Industry Univesity Innovate Together Summit. I'll also put this on Gambakwe. So if you're in private sector and you want to deal with innovation and research, this is going to be very interesting for you. The Hwange Colliery is employing all the sort of like interns, that is the interns or learnerships, graduate learners in many sectors of the industry, that is agriculture, engineering, all this. So if you want, or if you have a child who wants to work in this sector in Hwange Colliery, you can go over there and check it out. And then Nyabira, there is a lot of construction taking place around Nyabira in Harare. They are going to demolish houses. So if you have built a house at Nyabira and you don't have title deeds and you've not gotten this land through the Zvimba RDC Council, they are going to demolish your house if you do not regularize your house at Nyabira. So a lot of people are building at Nyabira. So if you have built over there, Nyabira is just after Westgate, and a lot of people have gone there taking advantage of the raw area and the raw setting. So be careful. If you build there, they're going to demolish your house within 14 days. if you have not regularized. Then Net One is calling for people who want to assist with designing of their smart city. I'm going to put this on Gambakwe. If you are a designer of cities, you can go over there and check it out. And then title deeds are now being given for land. So if you've got land A1 and A2, this is the process for you to get your land regularized and to have title deeds. Remember that process that Mnangagwa has put in place for you to buy your land and to get title deeds. The process is been set up here, and I'm going to put this on Gambakwe. And then the UZ has been named among the top 25 universities in Africa. So UZ doing very, very well. I think the new Vice Chancellor, I think it's called Mapfumo, if I'm not mistaken, is doing quite well in terms of pushing the UZ. The UZ has totally been transformed over the past few years. I like what they're doing over there at the UZ. Although I don't want to talk about Harare Institute of Technology, I want to talk about the UZ. They've done very, very well under this guy, and they should do more in terms of marketing themselves. The UZ are doing quite well. I don't know why all our people are over here in South Africa studying when the UZ is doing so well. I think it's something to do with the e-learning. The e-learning is not so good, but UZ, one of the best universities in Africa, the top 25 universities in Africa. That is big. There are so many universities in Africa, and the UZ is doing very, very well. Right, so I want to recap, and I want to bring it back to what I started in. Mnangagwa now trapped in Zimbabwe, unable to leave, and they will not allow him to leave. All the war veterans that have been issuing statements are now at the army barracks, being protected by the military, who are not going to allow Mnangagwa to arrest them. So Mnangagwa is not going to be allowed to arrest the war veterans because they're being protected by the military. And the children of Mnangagwa and his close allies, who are now outside the country, are expected to launch an attack or a counter-attack or rescue mission from Mnangagwa. That is what I'm hearing from the guys in the military. They expect someone or some sort of action from outside because Mnangagwa will not be able to leave. And currently the military in charge, slowly moving towards the 31st of March deadline, by which Mnangagwa has been asked to step down. If he doesn't step down, something big is going to happen. So remember, Mnangagwa can just step down between now and the 31st of March. But he's refusing. He's been refusing to resign since Geza made that statement. Now, let's go to our sponsors. Move, you can make your order. And if you're in Harare, you're going to get that special cup, which you're giving out in Harare. And UK guys, a new special is coming for you. If you buy now, I'm going to extend that special for you when you announce it on the 1st of April. So please buy your packet from there. Musatongwe, Nema Salad. Right, I think I've covered everything. This is a short broadcast because I talked last night. Let's see what he's saying. Am I playing music? Let's see if I'm playing music. Yes, I'm playing music. I did not even notice that I was playing music all along. I don't know why I was playing music all along. Let's sort that out so that doesn't happen again next time. I apologize. I normally don't play music. It's only that, you know, when you're traveling, your equipment is not where it is. But you can see my background is going to change for the whole month. I'm going to have this background because of where I'm staying right now for the next month, as I'm arranging some stuff, some very important stuff that need to happen. So let's look at the comments again. Ndipo Kapi Dara, volume is too high. Yes, sorry guys about the volume. Manu, I think they're all mad. Right, Chakachaya, background music is too high. I'm sorry guys, I didn't see that I was playing this music. And on my side, it's totally quiet. There's no music here on my side. So it's crazy. What is happening? Stop the music, stop the music, stop the music. I've stopped the music. So let's recap. We said Mnangagwa is trapped in Zimbabwe after he returned from Namibia, and the war veterans that are making statements against Mnangagwa have been put in an army barracks. They've been kept there. They're being protected by the military, and Mnangagwa is unable to arrest them. and currently the military in charge right now in Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa in a very tight spot. And let's wait for Tuesday and see if Oxila Mnangagwa is going to be able to come out on that particular day to make a speech. Let's see if she's going to come out and give out goods, and let's see the demeanor of Mnangagwa going forward. This week is going to be very important because there's clearly a big rift within the military. Very crazy situation taking place within the army of Zimbabwe and also the Mnangagwa presidents. The music disturbed me from listening to the lies. Right, so let's see if they are lies. Let's see what happens within the next few weeks. Matskoma Angu, I don't understand someone who supports what's happening right now. I don't understand anyone who thinks it's normal what is going on right now. And this situation is very dangerous. It's a very, very dangerous situation that is developing in Zimbabwe. And if it's allowed to stay like this, you're going to see someone dropping. Someone is going to drop very, very soon. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. And I'll see you again in the evening if I give you an update, another update. I'll keep you guys informed. If anything happens during the day, we're going to give you an update on it. I will not leave you guys without updates, and I'll make sure that everything that happens is known to you. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good day to you.